Welcome to Rapid Fire. Today's game is
Law of the West was released on the Commodore 64 in 1985 by Accolade, a game company that at that time had just been formed by ex-Activision employees Alan Miller and Bob Whitehead. This was the only game that Alan actually designed and programmed himself before taking the CEO role of the company. The game itself doesn't fit into any genre neatly and is pretty unique, being a mixture of adventure text-based choices with cause and effect and some light action elements as well. The game thrusts you into the role of a sheriff of a small town of Gold Gulch. The objective is simple: survive one day in the role, and if you manage that, you get graded on your overall performance on the job. Factors such as how you maintained authority, bandits captured, romance, crimes committed, and many more. Everything all adds up, although the game is not just as straightforward as it seems, with a large degree of randomness in its design, meaning you could proceed to the next part of town and be thrust into a whole bank heist that you have to stop, and conversations, which are the heart of the gameplay, which can branch off into about 64 possible endings per character. How you treat people also factors into not only the end score, but important gameplay elements, such as if you decide to give the alcoholic doctor a drink. For example, if you get shot later, he may be too drunk to save you. Another cool element is the fact that you can draw your gun at any time and gun someone down, and they'll be dead for good. Major consequences. Sometimes conversations go south, and that's where it's necessary. Other times you can just get trigger happy if you want. The conversations themselves are really well written, with tons of wit, charm, and humor, with each character definitely having their own distinct personalities that you can try suss out. The graphics and presentation are absolutely excellent, using a mixture of sprites and high-res graphics. It brings the towns and the characters to life in excellent detail, and was done by Mimi Doggett, who did some of Accolade's best C64 games, such as Hardball and PSR5 Trading Company. The music is very basic but still catchy by Ed Bogus, who was also an Accolade and Activision mainstay, doing tunes on Park Patrol and Murder on the Mississippi for Activision, and PSR5 Trading, and 4th and Inches for Accolade, plus a host of other games. Publications at the time were really brutal on this game for unknown reasons, with Zap64, Your Commodore, and Commodore User giving it below average scores, complaining about it being too simplistic and boring, which definitely isn't the case, and just proves that when it comes right down to it, you have to go with your own instincts when it comes to gaming. Law of the West provides a fun mixture of action, choice, and unpredictability, with a lot of different outcomes. I always come back to this game every few years and have a good old playthrough, and thoroughly enjoy it. It's another Accolade classic in my personal opinion.